The idea of a black hole on Earth might seem like pure science fiction.
The collisions are extraordinarily violent. It's much more violent in a certain sense than a nuclear bomb going off.
But what if it really happened? In an unexpected twist, scientists once made a discovery so mind-boggling that it almost defied belief.
Tonight on The Future of Everything, we are diving into not one, but millions of black holes, and not just your everyday brain-scramblingly big black holes, but supermassive black holes.
Today, we're diving into the incredible story of the day a black hole was accidentally created right here on our planet. Let's get to it. 1. Opening a black hole. The brains at CERN actually whipped up a black hole right here on Earth. It kicked off with some freaky gravitational wobbles, with the geeks thinking they'd stumbled on a new particle. But nope, they had a baby black hole on their hands. This thing started teeny, just messing with gravity a bit, like your coffee cup sliding a smidge on the table. Then it went full sci-fi, causing the mass drift phenomenon. Buildings got all wonky, and people felt lighter or heavier, depending on how close they were to this cosmic oddity. By lunchtime, this black hole was no bigger than a marble, but was hogging the limelight worldwide. It was pulling in particles and bending the air around it. Straight up eerie, right? But hey, no one got hurt. The science squad hustled to keep it in check with magnets and whatnot, even confirming some of Einstein's guesses about relativity, as stuff near it practically time-traveled. Fast forward 24 hours, and poof, the black hole packed up and vanished, leaving behind a gold mine of data and a bunch of scratching heads. Day wrapped up, chaos-free, with science nerds calling it a win everywhere. 2. Physicists have created a black hole in the lab that could finally prove Hawking radiation exists. 42 years ago, the brainy Stephen Hawking threw a wild idea into the cosmos. Black holes aren't just cosmic vacuum cleaners, they're leaking light. He called it Hawking radiation, claiming these dark beasts lose mass over time and could totally evaporate. Fast forward to now, and this theory is still hanging on the edge of proof. But oh boy, it's getting hot. Back in '74, after a heated debate with Jacob Bekenstein, who was all about black holes having entropy linked to their event horizon, Hawking had a light bulb moment. He figured these black holes could actually spit out particles, totally shaking up the laws of physics. Now, cut to Jeff Steinhauer from Technion University, who's not messing around. He whipped up a mini black hole in his lab using sound, and guess what? He saw particles leaking energy just like Hawking predicted. It's not peer-reviewed yet, but it's looking good. Then there's this duo, Chris Adami and Camille Bradler from the University of Ottawa, who've crafted a slick new way to track a black hole's life story, hinting that info and matter might just slip out during its evaporation phase. 3. Astronomers find closest black hole to Earth, hiding in plain sight. Astronomers have stumbled upon a dark black hole just 1,000 light-years away in the HR 6819 system, visible to the naked eye. This black hole is the sneaky type, non-accreting, meaning it doesn't gobble up surrounding material like your typical black hole, making it invisible and a real pain to spot. The brains behind this find used a clever trick borrowed from hunting exoplanets. They spotted the black hole by watching how the light from a nearby star wobbled under the pull of this unseen, hefty companion, weighing in at 4 times the mass of the Sun. Yep, that's our black hole. This discovery isn't just a one-hit wonder, it's a game changer. Scientists are gearing up to use ESO's fancy optical interferometer to take a closer look at how this star dances around the black hole. They think this method might help us catch even more of these elusive cosmic beasts lurking closer than HR 6819. While the astronomy crowd is buzzing with excitement, they're keeping a cool head. Past black hole candidates have fizzled out under tight scrutiny. But hey, This finding hints that our galaxy might be teeming with these invisible giants, ready to revolutionize our understanding of stellar evolution and black hole formation. 4. The largest black hole ever discovered can fit 30 billion suns. Astronomers snagged a peek at a massive black hole that makes others look puny, weighing in at a whopping 30 billion suns. Nestled at the heart of a galaxy hundreds of millions of light years away, this ultra-massive beast overshadows your typical supermassive black holes, which tip the scales between a few million to a few billion solar masses. Here's the kicker. The black hole wasn't caught the old-fashioned way. Instead, scientists used gravitational lensing, a cosmic trick where a galaxy in the foreground plays magnifying glass to the light from a galaxy far, far behind it. This sneaky move let astronomers use the Hubble Space Telescope to spot and size up the black hole by watching how light bent around its host galaxy. And get this, it's lounging around in the Abell 1201 galaxy cluster, making it one of the largest black holes on record, nearly hitting the theoretical size limit. But despite its size, this cosmic giant is the quiet type, barely stirring a ripple in space, which makes traditional study methods nearly useless. Luckily, gravitational lensing gives scientists a secret window to watch these sleeping giants, possibly cracking the code on how they've evolved through the eons. 5. How supermassive black holes are formed. Movies love to paint black holes as these cosmic hoovers, just slurping up everything in sight. But let me tell you, real black holes aren't some sci-fi monsters. They use gravity to pull in matter, just like anything else out there with a bit of mass to its name. They're not gobbling everything up willy-nilly. What you actually see in those swirling accretion disks around active galaxies is just them doing their thing, absorbing material at their own pace. And guess what? Black holes can get together too, merging to form even bigger heavyweights, and we've been picking up their cosmic rumbles through gravitational waves since 2015. But hold up, that's not even the half of it. These behemoths are called supermassive black holes, some lurking around from just about 12 billion years ago. Yeah, that's like 90% back to the Big Bang. And they don't just pop up from stars going kaput. We're talking massive gas clouds just collapsing under their own insane gravity, taking a mere 150 million years to form. And for another twist, there's chatter about these primordial black holes, right from the Big Bang's own chaos, possibly explaining dark matter and setting the stage for today's cosmic giants. 6. Physicists just accidentally made a new discovery about black holes. Just when you thought black holes couldn't get any weirder, boom. Physicists Xavier Calmet and Folkert Kuipers from the University of Sussex throw a curveball that even Stephen Hawking would nod at. These brainiacs found that black holes are not just cosmic vacuum cleaners. They're out here squeezing the space around them like a bear, hugging it tight. While messing around with quantum field theory, trying to peek into the black hole's event horizon, they hit the jackpot. Not gold, but something equally mind-bending: negative pressure. For a black hole with the mass of the Sun, this pressure clocks in at a puny 2e46 bar. That's like finding out the Hulk is using baby power, but it's crucial because it shows these monsters are actually shrinking. This discovery is more than just a cool party fact. It might just help stitch up the rift between general relativity and quantum mechanics, especially with that tricky black hole. Information paradox, where info supposedly gets lost forever. Quantum mechanics begs to differ, and this new finding of pressure, albeit tiny, could be the key to unlocking more secrets of our universe. 7. The mysterious origins of the universe's biggest black holes. Right in the cosmic clash zone between Delphinus and Pegasus, the galaxy UCG 11700 spins like a cosmic ballerina, with not a care in the universe for billions of years. At its heart, a supermassive black hole, the big boss of cosmic mysteries. These behemoths are not your average black holes. They're millions or even billions of times heftier, but how they got so buff, nobody's really cracked yet. Galaxies like UCG 11700 are like gold mines for brainiacs trying to solve these celestial puzzles. They're using fresh tech to spy on black holes by checking out the cosmic drama they cause and the space-time ripples they throw around. Some smart folks think these supermassive beasts might have started as smaller black holes, born from gas clouds or star smash-ups way back when. But pinning that down is tough. What with the blazing early universe and all these limits on how fast a black hole can beef up. Enter stage right, the Laser Interferometer Space Antenna, LISA, and the James Webb Space Telescope. These are no ordinary gadgets. They're like the VIP passes to deeper cosmic secrets. With sharpshooters like Becky Smethurst and Nadine Neumeier on the case, they're betting the answers will just lead to more head-scratchers, peeling back new layers of our universe's epic story. 8. A gigantic hole in the sun, wider than 60 Earths, is spewing superfast solar wind right at us. A monstrous dark pit opened up on the sun, and it's not just any old spot. This behemoth, known as a coronal hole, is tossing fast solar winds our way like it's nobody's business. This unprecedented gap, wider than 60 Earths, stretching over 497,000 miles, popped up right near the sun's equator on December 2nd, 2023. It ballooned to its epic size in just 24 hours. Now the boffins had us bracing for a moderate G2 geomagnetic storm, but what do we get? Just a mild G1 storm so far. Talk about underwhelming. But if you're chasing auroras, keep your eyes peeled at high latitudes. You might catch a light show. Here's the scoop on coronal holes. They're like the sun's version of open doors, letting solar wind escape because the magnetic fields just give up. These holes look darker due to cooler, less dense plasma. They usually hang out near the poles during the solar minimum, but this bad boy making a scene at the equator. That's a spicy twist, especially with the solar maximum just around the corner. Recent solar antics have been off the charts, with sunspots and solar storms popping up more than your average popcorn. And with scientists predicting the solar max to hit us early in 2024, as this colossal hole takes a spin away from Earth, who knows what's next? 9. Gravitational wave detectors quantum boost. You know those mind-bending gravitational waves, right? Tiny ripples in space-time that Einstein dreamed up back in 1915? Well, guess what? These bad boys are not just a theoretical fancy anymore. We're actually catching these cosmic whispers right here on Earth. October was a game-changer for space nerds everywhere when the Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory, or LIGO, got juiced up to see even further into the cosmos's darkest corners. We're talking about a serious upgrade that smashes past the pesky quantum limit. This means LIGO's now a gravitational wave hunter on steroids, peering out for those space-time ripples caused by distant black hole mergers. Wengxuan Jia from the LIGO lab says this turbo boost will let us spy about 60% more of these cosmic collisions. We're diving deeper into the universe, folks, with better odds than ever of spotting the elusive substellar mass black holes lurking out there. This upgrade, it's not just a tweak, it's a giant leap for detecting the universe's most secretive whispers in nearly every way. 10. Black holes AI makeover. In April 2023, the first snap of a black hole got a jaw-dropping glow-up thanks to some AI wizardry. They've been calling it the fuzzy orange donut because, let's be real, it was a blurry mess. But now, it's come into focus like never before. Enter Primo, the brainy AI tool flexing its muscles on a supercomputer. This beast used something called principal component interferometric modeling to crisp up that old 2019 shot of the black hole by the Event Horizon Telescope. Imagine tweaking your blurry party pics to HD quality. Yeah, that kind of magic. Researchers were like digital beauty surgeons, slimming down that bright ring around the black hole and diving deep into its secrets. Todd Lauer, a big brain at Noir Lab and part of the EHT crew, was all about how Primo patched up the gaps the ginormous Earth-sized radio telescope couldn't catch on its own. He said, "Primo's a game changer for making sense of EHT's peaks into deep space. It's like having the blueprints to fill in the blanks and show us the cosmic wonders we've been missing." So, thanks to Primo, that blurry orange donut isn't just a snack. It's a whole feast for the eyes. 11. Echo of supermassive black hole's monstrous burp. In June 2023, NASA's Imaging X-ray Polarimetry Explorer caught some serious cosmic drama from way back when. We're talking about an old-school outburst from the supermassive black hole at the heart of our galaxy, Sagittarius A, SGR-AI. This black hole threw a wild tantrum around the turn of the 19th century, belching out high-energy light like there's no tomorrow. Scientists got a peek at this ancient light show, echoing through X-rays that lit up the dense molecular clouds surrounding our galaxy's center, where new stars are popping up like popcorn. This 200-year-old burst of cosmic rage was probably because some unlucky asteroid, gas cloud, or star got too close to SGR A and got totally shredded by the black hole's insane gravity. This black hole is acting like an intergalactic bouncer, just tossing celestial bodies around. If that's not wild enough, remember this light show we're seeing now. It's all from 2 centuries ago. 12. Million light-year-long Jedi lightsaber from a black hole. In November 2023, some brainy folks were eyeballing the black hole Messier 87 like it was some cosmic spectacle. And boy, did they get an eyeful. They weren't just staring into the abyss. They were figuring out how this beast of a black hole throws around energy like it's going out of style. Here's the kicker. The energy isn't even coming from the black hole's guts. Nope, it's all about the outer rims, where not even light dares to escape. But this black hole, it's spinning so wildly, it's practically twisting magnetic fields into knots, just like turning the Earth into TNT and blowing it up 1,000 times a second, non-stop, for eons. That's the kind of fireworks we're talking about. And George Wong, some hotshot from Princeton, put it plain and simple, that's the amount of energy we're snagging from M87. So next time you think of black holes, forget the silent types in the corner. Messier 87 is more like a cosmic rock star, blasting jets of material that could span 1,000,000 light years. 13. Black dwarf stars. Stars have their drama too. Take the black dwarf, the ultimate invisible loner of the cosmos. It's a stage so elusive that none even exist yet because the universe, at a youthful less than 14 billion years old, hasn't had the time to cook one up. Here's the lowdown. When a star doesn't have enough mojo to go out with a supernova bang, it settles into retirement as a white dwarf. This dead star has burned through all its hydrogen and helium fuel, sort of like a stove that's still hot long after you've turned it off. Now imagine that stove cooling off, not for a minute, not for a day, but for an epic 100 million billion years. That's how long it takes before it fades into a black dwarf, a star that's all out of heat and light, practically invisible. But don't get it twisted. Black dwarfs are not black holes or neutron stars, which are the celebs of space bodies. Nope, these theoretical shadows are just the chilled-out remnants, still packing mass and some gravitational pull, even if they're totally off the radar. 14. Black hole. Jet changes direction. As astronomers watch in Cosmic First. Astronomers caught a galaxy's core pulling a fast one on us from 656 million light-years away. Here's the scoop. PBC J2333.92343, this massive galaxy that spans 4 million light-years, used to shoot out these cosmic jets from its core. Supermassive stuff, But guess what? It went quiet for a bit, and now, out of nowhere, one jet has totally flipped its lid, pointing right at us. It's like that galaxy turned from a quasar to a blazar overnight. Typically, only about 1% of these beastly black holes at galaxy centers throw such tantrums, spewing debris from their gas and dust disks at nearly light speed. This stuff isn't just for show. It literally shapes galaxies. Now, led by the sharp-eyed Lorena Hernandez Garcia from the Millennium Institute of Astrophysics in Chile, the team's been eyeballing this galaxy across the electromagnetic spectrum. And bam, they confirm the jet did a wild 90-degree turn. So, yeah, this galaxy went from a regular old space giant to aiming a cosmic fire hose right at us, redefining attention seeker in the galactic dictionary. 15. Event Horizon Telescope spies a black hole powering a super bright monster object. You thought black holes were the universe's all-consuming monsters, right? Well, turns out they're more like picky eaters at a buffet. Back in November, some brainy astronomers caught the supermassive black hole in the middle of the Circinus galaxy, just a casual 13 million light-years away, acting all finicky with its food. This black hole munches on nearly 3% of the cosmic grub sliding its way. And what about the rest? It practically throws a tantrum and shoves 97% of it right back out. That's right, it's pushing away nearly all it attracts, turning this whole feeding frenzy into something more akin to a cosmic water fountain show. This isn't just some celestial body on a diet. It's more like it's recycling its meal over and over. This heavyweight is at the heart of a galaxy, acting all sophisticated with its meal choices. Bet you didn't see that coming. 16. What about wormholes? These brainiacs have been toying with the idea that black holes are like secret tunnels to far-off galaxies, or even shortcuts to a whole new universe. This wild thought goes way back to 1935, when Einstein and his buddy Nathan Rosen dreamed up these cosmic bridges between different spots in space-time. Then, in the 80s, Kip Thorne, this total Einstein buff, revived the whole thing, chatting up whether you could actually zip through these cosmic loopholes. His book got everyone from nerdy scientists to daydreamers all buzzed up, including a guy named Massey. But here's the kicker, even Thorne, who lent his brains to that mind-bender movie Interstellar, calls BS on the whole idea in his book, The Science of Interstellar. He's pretty much saying, keep dreaming, folks, because there's zip for proof that black holes are the universe's back doors. And here's the real brain twister. Peeping inside a black hole? Forget about it. Light can't even escape their megapull. Thorne and Harvard's Douglas Finkbeiner agree. If you're dumb enough to fall in, you'd just fade into a slow-mo disappearance act, leaving nothing but a creepy red glow for the cosmic voyeurs. 17. Maybe a black hole leads to a white hole. Black holes might just be the universe's back door to a wild cosmic party, and guess what's on the other side? A white hole. Back in '64, Russian brainiac Igor Novikov threw this zany idea our way. While a black hole sucks everything in, its party-loving twin, the white hole, is all about the exit vibes. Nothing gets in, but light and stuff can totally bust out. Fast forward to 2014. Some sharp minds, Carlo Rovelli and Hal M. Haggard, tossed out a real mind-bender in Physical Review D. They think black holes could pull a total 180 and morph into white holes. Everything a black hole gobbles up gets spit right back out. This whole shebang might just solve the gnarly black hole information paradox. That's the brain teaser Stephen Hawking dropped in the 70s, saying black holes spit out particles and radiation. In a 2013 study, Jorge Pullin and Rodolfo Gambini jazzed up the scene with some loop quantum gravity action, suggesting black holes aren't just cosmic trash compactors, they're gateways that zip matter across the universe without squashing it. 18. Back-to-back black roll records. In April 2023, those stargazing buffs over at the Gaia spacecraft hit the jackpot, uncovering what they thought were the closest black holes to Earth, tagged Gaia BH1 and Gaia BH2. These cosmic monsters are lurking about 1,460 and 3,800 light-years away from us, respectively. But hold on to your hats, because just when we thought it couldn't get any crazier, the astronomers dropped another bomb. It turns out that the Hyades cluster might be harboring a few black holes of its own. Guess what? They're practically in our backyard, sitting at a mere 150 light-years away. That's 10 times closer than our buddy Gaia BH1. Now these two, maybe three, rogue black holes aren't just hanging out. They might have been booted out of the dense star party in the Hyades cluster some 150 million years ago. Now they're just cruising through the Milky Way, flying solo. 19. Astronomers snap first ever direct image of a black hole blasting out a powerful jet. You won't believe what these space geeks pulled off. They've snapped the first ever pic of a black hole, not just chilling, but actually throwing a cosmic tantrum right in the heart of galaxy M87. This isn't your usual space photo. It's a black hole caught in the act, spewing a massive jet moving almost as fast as light. All thanks to the stuff swirling into its cosmic drain, a wild ride called accretion. Flashback to 2019, when we first got a peek at M87's central black hole, courtesy of the Event Horizon Telescope, EHT, using data from 2017. Fast forward to now, this new snapshot whipped up from 2018 data, and the teamwork of radio telescopes like GMVA, ALMA, and GLT shows us the juicy details, like the black hole's shadow and this jet just bursting out. And get this, the ring around the black hole? It's a whopping 50% larger than before, meaning this black hole's been munching on matter faster than ever. With telescopes now even more sensitive, astronomers are diving deeper into these jets' mysteries. 20. The demographics of the dark. Looking to snag a black hole? Good luck. You've only got two sizes, puny or colossal. It's like finding that perfect tea in a store and learning they only carry sizes way off from yours. These stellar mass black holes, beefier than the sun, come from the explosive demise of hefty stars. The tiniest ones start at about 5 sun masses, beefing up by gobbling up stray gas or other black holes. We've spotted them ballooning up to a whopping 100 sun masses. These stellar black holes are swarming our Milky Way, millions of them lurking around. But don't sweat it, they're chill, unless you get too cozy. Then there's the supermassive league, like our home galaxy's own Sagittarius A, tipping the scales at a mind-boggling 4 million sun masses. These behemoths can crush scales up to nearly 100 billion sun masses. Curious minds have been on the hunt for black holes lighter than 5 suns, or those in the awkward teen phase between stellar and supermassive. But what if, just what if, we nudged the biggest of the big even further? There's a fresh off-the-press paper diving into that wild idea, still waiting for the peer review stamp of approval though. That's a wrap for today's video on the day scientists accidentally opened a black hole on Earth. What do you think about this mind-bending event? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating content in the future.